Hello friends, welcome. Just making this video about some of the insecurities and problems in life and hang-ups that we have and how to overcome those things sometimes. We've got to set a target, and make a decision, because if you always do what you've always done, then you'll always get what you've always got. So just got to set a target. So sometimes the rational mind can become illogical and have all sorts of fears, phobias, paranoias, and all kinds of things that us beings and emotions too can become extremely hung up and insecure. So insecurity is one of the greatest things. Incensed also, logically incensed because of the way we've been treated, emotionally incensed because of the way we've been treated. Sometimes there's something in life that we want, and the subconscious can become like a little child and regress back mentalities within it to a more immature state, and quite often people find themselves not even being able to take on responsibility. And you ask them to do something next week and they're like, oh no, I don't think I can do that, I can't do that. So that's a bit of insecurity too, really, if you're asking people to do stuff and they can't. So our mind is complex. It's the most complex kind of computer in this world. It's beyond anything that we could ever create, and it's amazingly intricate, and it's our job to look after and understand. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is that we are a conscious mind, a conscious existence, but also a subconscious mind, where it helps us to have rational thought, thinking, logic, and it also deals with emotions. And the subconscious can make logical decisions with our conscious mind. They have to work as a team. But if the logical side of our subconscious becomes irrational and illogical, then it affects us so greatly that it can make us profoundly insecure. And it can be a job to cure those things sometimes. So it can affect our conscious mind, even though you think that it's just in the subconscious. It really is in both. And as beings, what we're meant to learn on this earth is that the mind, the conscious mind, is like the mainframe of a computer. The logical, rational subconscious is an aid to our conscious mind, and it helps us to make decisions, rational decisions, and emotions in the subconscious mind help us to make emotional decisions, and sometimes those can become in disharmony and in disarray, and it can be so much that we don't understand, and we fall foul of circumstances just because of our subconscious getting out of control. And it's like the conscious mind being the mainframe of a computer, and it losing its connection to all the little computers that feed into it. It's like those little computers, the subconscious, have got a virus, and so those viruses are like mental illnesses, mentalities, kinds of things like that, where there's something wrong with them. There's something wrong, and like with a computer, you'd send something in there to deal with it, to deal with the problem. So you have to do the same thing with your mind. You have to think there's something wrong with the subconscious. You need to send something in to cure that virus, to heal that mentality, to put it back to rights. And it's not easily done, but it is possible. If you started off normally, balanced in life, then you can put it back. Through understanding and through learning, you can put it back to rights. But what the subconscious doesn't understand is that it's an aid to the conscious mind, and you're thinking, this is unto itself, this is a law unto itself, and it doesn't know who the boss is, because no one's ever told it who the boss is. So what you've got to do is tell them who's the boss. Your subconscious has to know that you are the boss. And all these phobias and fears and illogic, it does its own thing, and it sends all these things at you, and it starts making you wonder what's going on, and you're not able to make proper decisions maybe, or even emotionally, it's sending all these emotions at you, and they take over and you don't know what to do. And it can get out of control sometimes, and things can really, really get out of control. Sorry. So what we've got to learn as the conscious mind is that we've got to reprogram the subconscious and recognise, hey, I'm the boss, the conscious mind. You do what I tell you to do. You be in the order that I want you to do. For instance, anger one day comes and strikes you, and it takes over your anger, doesn't it? It overpowers you, and it takes control of your conscious mind, and you can go out of control maybe for a few minutes, and it takes you a while to calm down and regain your composure. But anger anger's like a fire in your mind. And what you've got to do while you're trying to calm down in that instance is, it's just really one instance of an emotion taking hold. So say if you've got anger management issues, the best way to deal with that, to reprogram your mind, is to make that connection when anger's taken over. So when anger is taking over your mind, there's a connection between the subconscious anger and the conscious mind that's starting to get taken over. So you need to punish it. You need to punish anger when it starts to come forward into your mind. And you say, no, anger, I'm in control. While this connection is active, you go out there. And anger's like one of those demons, isn't it? And you go out there and you basically, tell anger not to be angry anymore. You have to punish it. Just like the conscious mind punishes you if you do something wrong. You feel guilty. So you have to make the subconscious feel guilty for taking over the conscious mind. And it's not until we learn how to do it that we know that we can. So we've got to go out there and extinguish the fire of anger and slam that door shut. Slam the door shut in its face and tell it off and say, I'm in control. Don't you come out until I want you to come out, until I want you to be angry. And that's just one instance with one emotion where you can reprogram your emotions. So yeah, that's all for now. Hope that helps, and have faith, you can do it. Love and light, Amy.